Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Let's see if I can see. My room's been rearranged because of Christmas. Pretty soon it'll go back to normal. Um, I'm sure I've done a reading for you before, but I like to remind you this is not an exact science, so we communicate the best way we can. So sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. She's not going to give me all the details because details are none of my business. She should give me just enough so you know what she's referring to. They never, ever waste a message or picture. There's always a reason. So just keep it in mind if it doesn't make any sense right now. Okay, so Jean says you're worrying too much about the deal between her and you and her granddaughter. You're worrying too much. It's going to be okay. She says she has her nose in a little snit for some reason. But it's going to be okay once she calms down and wraps her head around whatever it is. She's not telling me, at least not yet, and she may not. She knows, but she may not tell me. So what is it's kind of like her little head, the granddaughter, her little head it was over here and it was over here and it was up here and it was down here. And I hope she doesn't have a squirrel brain like I do, because mine's always all over the place. Grandma cannot override her free will choice. So if she's choosing not to speak to you, Grandma can't make her. She can nudge her. She can give her some ideas. You can ask Grandma for some help if you want to talk to her, but she cannot make her, because we have free will choice here that the angels and the guides and the departed loved ones, they they can't force us to do these things. And my guides, they're always hanging around up there going, "Geez, Rhonda, what are you doing? We told you not to do that, and we just got to stand here and watch you do this dumb shit because you can, and you think you want to, but you shouldn't." I mean, they kind of talk like oh, Jeff Dunham, Peanut. They're talking like Peanut right now. A Peanut does this. I love them. One of my guys just said, "Yeah, a lot of times you act like Peanut." You don't think that was a compliment? Well, I'm not sure what she's showing me. And I don't think most people even read the newspaper anymore, except for some of the older ones that don't get all the news they want off of their phone or computer. But she's showing you, and this may not be physically happening. How do I explain this? I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're sitting in the chair in the living room and you got a newspaper in front of you. Maybe you do read the newspaper every day. And you kind of look over it and you're looking at somebody else in the room. And then you kind of go back behind your paper and then you kind of peek over it. So I don't know if this is figuratively or physically that you're actually kind of peeping on somebody, or this is showing that there's somebody that you're keeping an eye on, but secretively. Shit, let's drop some. Like not really wanting them. You don't want them to see you. peeping and kind of keeping an eye on them. So that could even be maybe you're looking at them on the internet or something. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why they're showing it that way. It's like you don't want the person to know that you're looking. I'm trying to get it. Hang on, I'm trying to get an answer out of her. She's not answering me. I was asking her if this was okay to be peeping on this person. And she says, yes, as long as you don't go too far. As long as you don't invade her space. I'm not sure how far that would be that you'd have to go to really be invading. I don't know that was it a Coke commercial? It wasn't way back in the 70s, 80s. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. That's the real thing. You have to go look that up, man. Hang on. Let me see if Alexa can do it. Okay, so it is, I would like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. The New Seekers or something like that. But anyway, I'm not sure that's who originally sang it. Doesn't matter. And go Google that. I don't know why this is coming out. Sometimes they just throw stuff out there that they want you to go check out. Hang on. Do you have a grandmother that's passed? Or grandmother type figure? It doesn't have to be blood grandma. Your blood grandma could live clear across the country and you hear from her once a year. The little lady next door, you might talk to her all the time and she might feel like a grandmother. They're coming in to shower you. This grandmother type figure is coming in to shower you with love because she feels like you need it. She says you're taking a lot of things personally that really have nothing to do with you, but you're taking them to heart. And sometimes you have to stop and just let them go. And say that again. Stop and let them go. And let the people that those things actually, let those things that actually belong to somebody else that you're worrying about and trying to do something about, they actually belong to somebody else and that person needs to do something about it, not you. Does that make sense? I don't know who this was. I don't know who said this. Somebody said, you can't fix stupid. I'm not saying any of your friends or family stupid. And I don't think that's what they mean by it. Unless they're talking about me. Who knows? Oh, good Lord. Sometimes they are so funny. You've got a lot of things on your shoulders. A lot of things on your shoulders. That's what Jean is saying. And she says some of them you need to hand off to the appropriate people. Let them do it. Let them learn their lesson. Let them carry their baggage. Let them um, take care of their own responsibilities. Actually, I did that a few years ago because I took care of everybody. That's what us girls do, especially us moms. Take care of everybody. All my friends, everybody. I'll take care of them. I'll be there until I got wore out after years. And now I go, they're big enough to figure it out. They don't need me doing it. Actually, it felt pretty damn good. Now I can kind of sit back and relax most of the time. And yeah, I hear it. And they don't need me anymore. No, they really don't. Um, it's just one of those steps we got to take in life. So Jean says you are dearly loved up there. You are dearly loved up there by many, many ancestors, many angels, many friends, even some you didn't know were family and friends. And they're all celebrating you. Oh, shit. Here comes the shovel. This is what you, if you've heard me at all, you've heard me talk about my Bob. So when he's got the damn shovel out. So when I first started doing this stuff and I was trying to get healing done and open up, and there was a lot of chores to do before I actually got to be full-fledged medium like I wanted to be. And he always had the shovel out because I was always digging my own hole. I was digging myself in deeper and deeper and deeper into a hole that I couldn't get out of. And it's not a physical hole, it's, I don't want to say mental hole, depressing hole, those kind of holes, where you kind of start digging yourself in deeper and deeper. And the more you feel sad about something or maybe depressed or whatever, us girls go through that stuff, then the deeper my hole would get. And then Bob would come along with the shovel, he'd fill a hole back in. And then energetically, I'd dig me a hole again. And he'd come back with a shovel, fill a hole back in. I mean, this was an ongoing thing until, most of the time he's gotten through my head. Stop digging that hole. Once you learn to fill your own hole, that didn't sound nice. Sorry. My mind went somewhere else. Once you fill your own hole, and somebody doesn't have to do it for you, even though they can, they will. It's an energetic thing. Man, it feels so much better. So much better. So much nicer. And it keeps if you can stay out of that hole, that mental hole, it keeps your vibration up higher. And then it's like, oh, Dean says, and then it's like somebody stops talking to you, you'll be like, oh, well, your loss. It's your loss. I'm a good person. I'm a great person. That's your loss. Might be my gain. Says, don't forget to tell yourself, I love you every day, every single day. Every morning when you get up and you look in the mirror and brush your teeth, tell that person in the mirror, I love you. And she's getting adamant. And I mean it, and I mean it right now. Go in there and tell yourself you love you. Do it. Go in there and look in that mirror and say, I love you. Ooh, she's being pushy about it, which isn't a bad idea. I tell people that all the time. They love to relate through songs. Remember, I love you, myself. You don't want me to sing, I promise. It's pretty ugly. Hang on, let me see if I can find this song. They love to use songs. Okay, they were singing "Just Remember I Love You" by Firefall. Boy, that one caught me. That's probably partly for me too. I don't know why I didn't recognize it. That's never mind. That's my problem. Um, let's go play that song. Google it, YouTube it, whatever you want to do. And Jean is saying that that comes from a lot of your relatives. So even if they're great grandparents, great uncles, great aunts, they're relatives, blood relatives. That they're waiting for us, and they're not really up there. They're really right here. It's hard to explain. I mean, they're not really 6 feet above us, 100 feet above us. I mean, there's no. It's I don't know. I don't know why they want me to babble that. That sounds silly. So they're all singing that. So go, and every time you get down in the dumps or something sad happens to you or something, play that song and know that your relatives are singing that to you. And you don't have to know their names. You don't have to know your angels' names. Just know that they are there and ask them for help with blah, blah, blah. You don't have to know, okay, Charlie, come here and help me. Maybe he's not the appropriate one. So, whatever, there's different guides and different angels and different departed loved ones for different things in your life. And you don't have the same guardian angel your whole life. It stays until that job is done, and then another one comes in and proceeds on. So, anyway, where was I going with that? Just ask. I need help with blah, blah, blah. And they'll send the appropriate one. They know better than you do which one needs to come and help you and how it needs to be done. Um, so they're playing that song. They're singing that song. Just remember, I love you. Okay. I hope you had a fabulous Christmas, New Year. This is tomorrow's New Year's Eve, I believe. Holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Have a great New Year. Okay, she's showing me you should be writing some stuff down. You should be writing some stuff down. Get a piece of paper out. We're doing New Year's resolutions. I don't like those because I always break them. Although I am starting a new diet next year, it is not a New Year's resolution. Because I don't seem to ever get along with those. Right? Write down a few things that you would like. They have to be positive things. You can't say, I want Charlie to go fall in a ditch. You have to go, um, maybe I'd like to have a new car. Maybe like to have a new black car. Maybe like to have a new black Chevrolet. Um, or maybe I'd like to have a new white carpet in my house. Or just, and that's just material things. It's not, don't make it all material things. I would like to feel better. I would like to feel healthier. I would like to, um, my skin to be cleaner. That's still physical. I would like to mentally be happier. Who wouldn't? So just write down a few of those things because when you do that, if you have a squirrel brain like I do, and 1 minute I'm over here and I want a black car, and then I want a green car, and then I want a blue car. My guides don't know what the hell to bring me. So be a little specific, And but don't make it all about I want physical things. Make it about I'd like to have a little more ambition. I'd like to lose weight in a healthy way, or I would like to nudge me. What else? I would like to feel happier when I wake up in the morning. I would like to have more motivation. Do some of those things too. Okay, gotta go. Much love to you, my dear. Jean says, do not worry. Do not worry about her granddaughter. It will all work out. And if she chooses her free will choice to not speak, don't worry about it. Her loss. Because you're a beautiful person. Much love to you. And you are going to have Jean says you're going to have a very happy year, 2025. Very happy year. Things are going to go great. That's always nice to hear. So I'll have somebody tell me. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Mwah. Happy New Year.